like, I might mess around and buy this game. I'm playing it on the PlayStation Plus subscription, so.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Novent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the Dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be...
I was watching No Jumper well, I watch it every day, but forgot Adam was saying something. He's like, oh, he was just pretty much shitting on my whole thing I got going, which it's not much, but it's my thing, you know. He said, oh, you're never gonna get anywhere if you're just streaming video games, and that's pretty much what I've been doing, and I haven't gotten anywhere. So he is right, but it's like, man, you know, send some people my way. Say instead of saying that, he could have said, oh, you know, people that stream video games and stuff, man, they got a chance. They just got to do this, do that. I can help them. I can give them advice if anybody's out there that's a gamer and that streams and they're stuck in the mud. You know, let me see your channel. Let me see what I can do. I can give you some advice. Maybe introduce you to some people that can clip up stuff for you and get you, help your audience out. You know, I think he's afraid if he helps his audience out, they might surpass him or something. It's like, no, dude, don't hate on the gamers that are streaming just because I've been trying to monetize for like 15 freaking years, 12, 13, 14 years. Um, but I think the main thing is consistency. That's where I fall short. So I gotta get right on that too.
Foiled. I give you my word. Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks. To Our Lady of the Wind and the King!
Ugh. Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta, Imperials!
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy.
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored. Boo.
Oh shit.
Where did...
Here we go. Oh, I ain't even gonna fight her. I gotta fight her minion. Oh, okay.
What is that thing? This means what I think it does. Let's see if that's an explanatory. Sick of talking. Get him, boy! Yeah, boy! Sick of Toggle! Get him! Get him! Sick of Toggle! Get him, boy! your way, Sid.
You know what to do.
Over here.
Get him. Sick of trouble. Get him, boy. Sick of trouble. You know what to do. Give them all you got, boy.
Oh yeah. As I say, I'm gonna level up. Okay. Ooh, alright. What is this? Cyrix Medallion. Let's see. Able to channel the power of the divine into the creative energies. Actually contains the dust of light aspected crystal, known to be a catalyst for the. Okay. Okay. Cool.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
I have super ADD. I'll be reading I just can't really focus
Look who's here
sometimes.
to save the day.
I was reading that, looking at my
Is
phone,
this how you recruit all of your
thinking about other
charges?
things like yeah.
Don't recall you complaining,
Focus, man.
Benedicta.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
And she's gone. Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me. So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
Yeah, this is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't help when we can, though.
And that I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, whose tamed worms 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it spanned as the deep. The skies over storm breaks forever.
Listen, Clive.
And should the
Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
His name will live on.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch and bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you are distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
Canorvent.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun, why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way.
Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
I won't. All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
No, that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour?
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip.
What can I interest you in today?
Yeah, I do have another hot take. Well, it's not. I was watching, of course, no jumper once again, and he was not interviewing, but he had this guy on. His name's Compton Rick Rock. And this guy's cool, you know. He's used to live kind of like a thuggish, ruggish like type of life, but he figured out a better way to make money, and he's getting good at that method of making money. He just reacts to like no jumper content and other people's content on the internet. So much so Snoop Dogg is kind of like calling him up, and Mike Epps is calling him up, and just certain people in the industry. They're trying to, put him in movies. And so based off of his podcast, it's kind of taken him to different levels in his career. But he's very happy about that, very proud about that. I don't blame him, right? And in reality, he can motivate some people to want to kind of get up and try to figure something out. Well, he goes to No Jumper, and they're talking, and you can tell he's a little nervous because Adam's just like, I think Adam has this thing in his head, like, and he kind of says it, like, he definitely vocalizes his opinion and articulates himself so you understand where he's coming from. I get it, but we can't really get it because what Adam says is he's like, he calls Compton Rick Rock. He says, "Oh, your content is lowbrow." He's like, "We don't do lowbrow content like yours or something." I forgot how he phrased it. Right? You guys go watch the episode if you're interested. And it was just like, oh man, Adam, god damn, dude, you're doing really well, and I get it. If I was able to just kind of have my way, with different women, and my girl didn't freak out over it, you know what I mean? I love my girlfriend, by the way. Her birthday's coming up in a little bit, so right? Happy birthday to my old lady there. So yeah, man, it's just like he's getting arrogant. He's having his way with the females, and that's good. That's sick. Be safe, right? But that's good. Him and his wife enjoy that type of stuff. That's their thing. But it's like you can't say somebody's stuff is lowbrow content, right? And then you do all kinds of crazy stuff, right? It's like, Adam, you're getting too arrogant. God damn it, I hate to say that. Because me and him, he doesn't know me, I don't know him, right? But we're both in our 40s, we're both about the same age, 42, 83, we're 83 babies. My birthday's in November, I think his is in like December or something like that. We're like close, like, I look forward to meeting the guy. Hopefully I can do business with him one day. So, yeah, it's just when I was watching that, it was a trip, man. Just like, I like Compton Rick Rock. He has promise. But Adam's sitting there kind of cutting the guy down, and he's pretty much telling Compton Rick Rock, he has lowbrow content because he's not making his own. He's mainly reacting off of other people's stuff. And I kind of get what he's saying there. Okay, cool, let's do that. Wait. Shot, wait, no. Do I have money? This is okay. Where's my money at? This is the guild. Okay. I can afford that.
I hope it's to your liking.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I thought that was kind of like, geez, you know. He said some other stuff too that was just like he was just getting on him, you know, like Adam was like, just kind of not harassing Compton Rick Rock, but just undermining him what he was saying and like oh, yeah, right, oh, whatever, like oh, here we go again, like what? Why would you do that to somebody? Like I don't give a shit. Let them talk, man. If the chat, oh, even the chat's not feeling it. Screw the chat, man. Half the people in that chat are, you know, screw what the chat said. You know what I mean? The chat has been so dead wrong and so inappropriate. It's like all the not has been. They are all the time. So it's like, who, you know, you'll go crazy listening to them and believing everything that the no jumper chat says. Oh my God, look what the no jumper chat has done to Lush. He's all in the subreddits and then in the chat. Oh, they said this about me. Like, screw that, man. I think when you get on No Jumper, you lightweight just gotta ignore the chat. Don't even look at it. Just work and just do your thing. If somebody's in the chat says something, and you know what's so funny, you can ignore the chat and ignore all the subreddits and everything. Your co-hosts, Lush and Adam and everybody else, they're so absorbed with. They say they're not, but that is a part of the business. So they're reading all that stuff and they'll get a good comment and they'll throw it at you. And you're like, what the hell? What are you talking about? And, you know, oh, well, the chat, it was in the chat. Like, oh, jeez. So you can't avoid the chat. You just can't. But you don't have to be all consumed with it, you know? Let's see. Easier said than done, though. I don't know.
Keep fighting a good fight.
Yeah, because I tell you one thing right now. I'm the type that I like to watch No Jumper, and I love Adam. I love what he's built. It inspires me to want to do the same. But I'm just learning. I'm not trying to be too critical, but just,
Quentin, my
you
good
know.
man, it seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You won't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic? And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lost Wing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma, as a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues. May the mothers guide you.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lost Wing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find our dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
So yeah, I just figure I'll watch, I absorb, I learn, you know.
That a hanged man, I see. Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
This game, there's so much to say, you know, but that's part of the immersion. So
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
so yeah, I've been watching No Jumper since the beginning, pretty much. I remember when I was first watching it, I didn't really care for the XXX Tentaciones and all these other guys. I'm just looking like, how are these guys even lit? They're cool. I get it for like the youth and shit, you know. I was like, okay. So, but I was like, oh, I didn't even really watch any of the XXX Tentacion interviews or anything. You know, kind of skipped past all that. But I remember, and you know, favorite moments in No Jumper history. Oh, I just like everything. Nothing really stands out. Really. My memory's kind of shitty too, so I like 607 Unk in the universe because he's just a freaking weirdo. But I love how Adam. Hold on, wait. I love how Adam 22. He's so stubborn and like, oh, God's not real and this, that, and the other. One thing about when he starts talking like that, I've noticed when people are very intelligent, because Adam seems like he probably has a pretty high IQ, you know, right? People are like very intelligent. It's a gift and a curse. A gift in that you can figure out, you know, you can flesh out strategies and kind of hope, stay, be consistent and things of that nature and grow, learn, all that stuff. I'm doing the same, but I got a lot of stuff going on. I work from home, et cetera, et cetera. You know, it's actually easier this way. I don't really have, I can't complain. Right? I just need to figure out a few things. Um, so yeah, him being super intelligent like that, he, man, like he thinks he knows it all. Oh well, I've never seen God, so he's not real. Oh my gosh, you can't be so close-minded to think that there aren't things like vastly beyond your comprehension that exist that are real, and you just don't know about them. Like that's so fucking ignorant to think that you're that intelligent. Well, oh, and you know what he would say? You'd probably say, oh, "I don't think I'm that intelligent. I just don't feel like wasting all my time focusing on it." You don't have to waste all your time focusing on it. Okay? Like that. Like, oh, I don't believe in God. Whatever, man. To each his own, right? But then don't. But then what I do like about Adam is he'll sit next to people who are like extremely religious. Like there's this white guy that come on there. I forget his name, Caucasian guy, and he was extremely religious, and he was just saying what going through his life and how he became that way and stuff like that, right? And Adam's still asking questions in a curious way. I think he's trying to understand, different things. So I could appreciate that. But sometimes he'll be like, "Oh, Just the stuff he does. He likes to. That's a good way to phrase this. He likes to kind of make fun of religion or religious people, acting like they're stupid because they believe. He'll say dumb shit like, "Oh, I don't believe in Santa," just stuff like that, right? And so it's like, oh boy. So like when he gets in front of like people like 607 Unk, he's not going to change. He's actually going to even lean more into his, kind of ignorance and oh, and 607 Unk's going to flip out. No, and he's just going to be like, Adams always looked at 607 Unk like, you fucking little creature. You just can't say it, right? Excuse my language. You just can't say it, right? So, you know, and 607 Unk is super cool. I think he's tight. I think he's funny. I think he's weird. Like he'll start off an interview by just like staring in the corner awkwardly, like, "Ooh." Like what the fuck are you doing? Anyways,
Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have done.
Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
like he's sitting with 607 Unk recently. They did it. If you do the research, if you're bored on YouTube, look up his 607 Unk and Adam 22's latest little sit down or whatever. I like it a lot because 607 Unk is telling him like, no, you're stupid. Like he's telling Adam his opinion, and instead of Adam being like, okay, you might be true, you might not. I don't know. I'm not going to say you are, you ain't. Adam's just like, oh, quit lying. You're just no, shut up. Like it's like, dude, he's telling him a story about because he's like, oh, I wonder what happened with Gucci Mane and his little situation, and he's like, oh, I know what happened. And just because Adam doesn't know, he's not a part of that world. He just reports on it. So Adam, in his arrogant self, he's like, "Oh, how do you don't know what's going on?" He's like, "No." He's like, "No, it went like this. This, that, and the other happened. This, that, and the other." And Adam, "Well, how do you know?" What are you talking about? Like I keep saying, like I said before, Adam is reporting on what happens. He hears from somebody else, who hears from somebody else, who hears from somebody else what happened, and then he reports on it. Okay, so it's like, dude, you don't know. And I know he's always kind of hated on 607 because he's kind of like an uglier dude. He does weird like voodoo stuff. So like, so Adam in the back of his mind, he's always kind of hated on dude. Like, man, this guy, but he does well for his channel. He sees the numbers. He sees the numbers on 607's channel, so he lets him rock. He lets him on the platform. But you can just tell, like when he's doing his little thing, and if you look at Adam's face, he's just like, "Oh God, I hate this guy." Like they did a 24-hour stream, and Adam was like, "Oh my God," he thought he was gonna lose his mind. But I've watched that 24-hour stream like 100 times. That is freaking internet gold. I think he's starting to slowly realize that. Anyways, so he's cutting this guy down. Oh, shut up! You don't know anything. This 607 out guy. It's like, oh my gosh, I forgot where I was going with that. I'm smoking a really, really good strain. Garlic cookies, by the way. Happy 4th to all you fine folks out there. We got an extremely rare strain of garlic cookies that is. Let's explain what this is crossed with and everything. It's so it's Girl Scout cookies and Kim Dog crossed with Kim Dog. It's a pretty it's an indica. That's for shit show. 49% cannabinoids or higher. Total THC. I never really go. I never really say, oh, the total THC because that it says 35 plus 35.45, but that it's like, yeah, I don't know. Every part of the plant is gonna read different. If that makes any sense. Anyways, Yeah, so 607 guys, go check him out. He's a strange character, but he's very interesting. He's very entertaining to me, to each his own. But I just don't like the way Adam kind of does him. He's starting to warm up to 607 a little bit, but like, man, you know, yeah.
Scowl means you've got good news. So, a shady lad with a hood and his equally shady lass.
Oh yeah, that was one of Adam's frustrations with 607. Adam feels like if it's something that is like just ultra new and people are barely talking about it, maybe even making it up, Adam's like, I don't want to talk about that folklore. Okay, I'll talk about real stuff. And then 607 will be like, well, what's real? And then, Adam will go to ChatGPT and, 607 will be like, that's not real. He starts freaking out. Just because AI is really new, people are still kind of bugging out over this AI thing. Oh, this is how radical 607 gets with it. Oh, that's alien technology. That's from the gods. That's from this, that, and the other. And of course, Adam rolls his eyes, and like so. The contrast between the two in this latest episode that they did, this latest situation pod that they did, was dynamic as hell. And I've been going through this episode probably like 50 times. I've watched, not back to back. I mean, come on, I watched this, I watched that, I go over here, I play this, I do, but throughout the month, throughout the week, I'll go back to that episode and just watch it. And I tell you what, man, oh my gosh, dude, oh my gosh, it's a good one. It's a really good one.
Not much to go on, but I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon it has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
Oh, find folks live in California or in a area that you can consume cannabis safely and you won't go to prison for it. The brand that I'm really obsessed with at this point, it's called Sense, Sense. Go check out their stuff, guys. They got really, really, it's not cheap, about $500 an ounce, depending on where you live. I was I was talking to one of this rapper guy on Instagram. He's a sick ass rapper, right? And I like him because I like when rappers are like human and they kind of, you don't have to answer every damn DM, right? But just go through them and see what motherfuckers are saying, see, okay, this guy, okay. So he kind of replies back. So I was like, oh, that's cool, right? People get too big. Adam, he won't reply back. And certain people that won't, they're like too big. They're too big. And it's like, oh, so you can't get too arrogant, man. Anyways, um, so he replies back and he's like, I was talking to him. I was like, if you're ever in Cali, let me get you some weed, man. He's like, all right, how much, what are your prices out there? I know a whole bunch of growers and stuff like that. So sometimes I can just get really good weed for free because they just want me to promote, and, shit like that. Uh, so it really just depends. But so I just went top shelf because he's a sick ass rapper. I want him to, this is rapper weed. This is celebrity weed. So I'm like, let's see. So I was like, it's about $500 an ounce. He's like, oh hell no. I don't think I've talked to him since. Right? He probably thinks I'm trying to get over on him, but I'm not. This stuff is like this is the best. This is probably some of the best cannabis in the country, if not the world. hmm Yeah. So.
Now, About those
grown in
beds.
California.
Beds? I seem to recall your request
Probably
being
humbled
to
somewhere,
spend
I would
the
assume.
night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quentin. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
I'm trying to think of the name of the rapper now. Shit.
Well, that took longer than expected. First time this man.
That sucks. Yeah, well, dude needs to drop some shit. I can't even remember what his damn name is. Oh, that's frustrating.
We'll arrive at the care when the shadows are
Wow.
at the deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting.
MVP.
The road south then. Unless.
I know of another shortcut.
And his style is so cool. He has like a crazy deep voice. He has like a crazy voice. Lulu P. That's his name. Lulu P. Yeah. That fool's hella tight. His name's Lulu P. All one, not space or anything. Lulu P. That guy's. And he's a cool guy. He's a human being. He's nice lyrically, and his style is just crazy. You need his voice, right? And he'll reply if you, he'll probably reply to anybody if you just keep it respectful, right?
My children, for hope is not yet lost. Keep faith in your hearts, and the goddess Skriga will.
So Lulu P is a part of the. So ASAP Mob used to be a thing before they broke up. It was ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, ASAP Yams. And a whole bunch of ASAP 12E and a whole bunch of other guys, right? With ASAP in front of their name. There's a New York rapping crew, right? They're all rappers. Well, most of them. Then they branched off when ASAP Mob kind of broke up and split up. Luckily, some of them, they still, are rapping. They just kind of formed their own little crews. I don't think ASAP Ferg formed his own little crew. He's just on his own. He can hold his own weight, type of shit. Not to say the other ones can't, right? Don't judge me. But yeah, Lulu P is a part of Marino Gang, which is I think ASAP 12E's. No. One of them ASAP dudes, formed their own crew after or during ASAP Mob or after ASAP Mob, and Lulu P is a part of that kind of shit. But his style is so unorthodox, in my opinion. There's a lot. I feel bad for the person that's like, hey, I kind of like this hip hop stuff, but where do I begin? I don't want to really hear all the greats, and I want to hear all the good stuff, and I don't want to listen. I wish I could be a corn filter, just filter out all the corny. Rap and hip hop for people, but I guess you kind of have to hear the corny shit so you can have a better appreciation of when somebody's really mastered their craft and they stay on beat and they got like crazy subject matter and just all kinds of stuff like Action Bronson type stuff. I was going through all his music that today, the past week or so, just going right into the car. So ever since he dropped his Planet Frog, and then he did a live performance somewhere with the band. He has his own little band, and it was brilliant, super brilliant. So I was going through all his shit, and man, that guy's so cool. That guy's super cool. He seems like somebody who would answer if you DM'd him and say, "Hey, motherfucker, I like your album and shit," When's your next fucking tour date, or even better yet, be like, "Hey, because I'm a foodie. I love food and shit. I'll have a little perfect. I'll have a little food channel or something one day, But yeah, you hit up Action Bronson and tell him, hey, look, you know, I know some super fire ass restaurants where I'm at in California. Like, oh, really? Where at? And you could do that. You know, you could do that.
What are the royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold?
Yes, I just gotta. Yeah, I've been talking about. My girlfriend just woke up. She smelled that good ooey ganja. She said, "Ooey, I want some too." Shit, at $500 an ounce. Me, you ain't gonna just smoke that weed up without me. That's what she said. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. Wake up, there ain't no morning left. Oh, she'd kill me. She'd be like, "No, you better go figure it out." But yeah, so I would never. By the way. Okay. Ooh. You know what I hate when people say, well, I mean, to each his own. You pay what you weigh, right? And they say, I would never. What, 500? The same thing that the Lulu P guy probably said when I told him how much the garlic cookies was. And no, I would never. I would never pay that much. Well, that's okay, you know. But then again, Lulu P is kind of like a celebrity, so he probably knows a whole bunch of people. He could just say, oh, you know, right? He might have already tried it by now, or tried it before tried the strain, you know. So in that regard, okay, if you know somebody growing it, well, shit, why would you pay? But the average individual, like, it's kind of it's not a rare strain, but it's so good that right when it's ready to be smoked and consumed, it's gone. So that I don't know. At least where I live, I'm like Sacramento kind of bound, outside of Sacramento a little bit, so California. So yeah, we definitely have access. That's for sure. And you got to move to a place in California. If you decide this is what the laws are doing, it's a little rough here when it comes to certain things. So you got to like really strategically, watch who you hang out with. You don't want to just have bad elements around and shit, just weird shit. You got to be strategic because the laws are crazy as hell, right? But besides that, no, you got to live somewhere where you have access to really good food. Because if the weed's super good, you're in California, you're gonna get super good weed. You want to be able to eat something decent and variety. Since California is so close to Mexico, I feel like we're like overwhelmed with Mexican food. So that can fuck you up a little bit. Who doesn't like Mexican food? But everywhere you turn, all the damn time, Mexican, it's a lot. That because we're so close, we're pretty much Mexico. You know, Mexican OG paisas, like the older Mexican people, they'll tell you before, like in the 1800s or shit like that. This was all California, all most of the West Coast was Mexico.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the care. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts? If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. But our world isn't ready for a place like that. So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
So, tell me about this Benedicta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda. Warden of the Wind.
Hey.
Hmm?
Excuse me, I'm packing another bowl here. But I was just explaining to my girlfriend, I was breaking up one of these super luxurious fucking celebrity weed nugs with my fingers. Oh, Jesus. I'm picking it up with my fingers, and I was just saying, I'm never doing that again. It's kind of cool to do because you can smell your fingers, and they smell like fucking garlic. I'm telling you, this is celebrity weed. Bro. This is California celebrity. I said, when somebody says I'm California sober, they don't drink, they don't smoke cigarettes, but they smoke this, or they eat. They'll make this some fucking put this in some food or something, you know. Now I want garlic cookies busted down into some Kerrygold unsalted butter, and then I want it, then I want it in a gourmet dish. Ooh wee. Yeah, and then I want it in some naan, some butter chicken, with the garlic. But yeah, just because it's garlic cookies, it's probably gonna have a little bit of that garlic flavor in with the oh, geez. Or just anything that's garlic oriented. You incorporate some garlic infused garlic cookie, olive oil, or something. You can get creative with this. Because yes, guys, this is the THC strain that tastes like garlic, but it's powerful. It's super ultra potent. It's super stanky, stinky. So you're in the house. You go outside smelling like this, you're gonna look like a degenerate, straight up. They're gonna lock you up just because of the way you smell. You go to Dubai. If you were to go to Dubai and smell like this weed, they would crucify you. Not really, but you would go to jail right away. They'd call the police on you. This guy smells like the craziest weed ever. And this craziest stench of marijuana right there. And then boom, you're done. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
The land has fallen.
Frida.
The eastern territories all but belong to the orcs.
I'll have my men ready to depart by noon.
Don't bother.
I was gonna say they're not gonna show no tit. No, they're not. Ruin my whole damn stream. Final Fantasy, no. Is that?
You already have your orders.
I don't see why this IP couldn't go this route.
The dark swallows more of the realm with each passing day.
So that's fine.
The land starved of the ether that gives it life. And as the fringes fade, the people flock to the mother crystals, desperate for their blessing. The war we wage for possession of that blessing, it breaks us from within, hastening us to our own destruction.
And so you do what must be done.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. The world must be restored, and I will see it so.
You might have already had Sidolphus not betrayed us.
Him again. Lust you still for his embrace?
But... of course not. My liege. I serve you, and you alone.
I remember well the day you first entered these halls. Your pale hand pressed into his, as if it would never let go.
That was a long time ago. Yours is the only hand I need. Now and always.
Soon, my dear. Soon all will know whose hand it is that keeps them from falling into the darkness.
Hold me, my liege. Never let me go.
One of our sentries has failed to report, milady. Your orders?
Pull the men back inside their care, Geralf.
He is here, then.
Have them lead Sid and his little pet to the chapel. I shall entertain them there. So you've come for me after all.
All clear.
That's a nice trick. You'll have to teach me sometime.
Okay, 1 second, guys. We're gonna get off into this. Oh, that's like a little lantern. That's hella sick. This game is so buttery. It's like, ooh, man. Okay. So we're trying to find a way up out of here. Okay, right here. Man, this game's sick, dude. So now that if PlayStation is really going to stop making the physical discs,
We should start with the
certain games will get purchased. Like I got to go find this game. I got to go find, just certain games. Don't need to be freaked out, and I'm not going to sell them. I'm just going to keep them. They should go up in value.
They're all empty.
And? You're gonna give up?
Sid, this gate.
Need some help.
What do you think?
That I'm doing most of the lifting. At your leisure, Clive.
Okay, we're going to get back to this game in a little bit, guys. I love you guys so much. Please tune back in, like, share, subscribe. If not, that's okay, but thanks for stopping by.